Right now. Hold on. Wack calling in. We live.
Yeah, what that nigga say? Where he at, bro?
He right here. He can hear you.
Hey, yo, Lush, why you keep speaking out of turn on shit, bro? Like a nigga
What did I do?
Beat your ass, homie.
What did I do?
Stop saying my name on live, bro.
What did I?
You get fucked up, nigga.
What did I say?
Talking about I told you Jay Reed was coming to meet me at
No, that's not.
Bitch ass nigga.
That's not what I said. Why are you? Don't let
nigga,
the.
I just heard
Don't
you
let
say
the.
that, nigga. I just
No.
He did say that when Loose Cannon was on the phone. Lush confirmed, and then Wack did say that. Wack did say like he was coming up there to get something. Blah blah blah.
Oh
no. 2 months ago.
No. I said no. No. That's not what I said.
Yes, it is.
Listen, bro. Stop playing with my name.
That's not what I was saying, Wack.
Yo, he wouldn't call in and go off on any of these gang members like that. Munchie and Hefe, Wack. He only doing this because it's Lush.
But nigga, what you saying then, nigga?
No, and I said, look, I said that's the narrative for a while. I never said Wack knew.
You said Wack did say that.
No. I got taken out of context.
You kind of. I think you did say that.
Is that what I said?
You did.
Yeah. You said that's what.
And that's what. And then Luce asked me what
I said. I said what Wack said on the air.
Hey, nigga, I just started talking to you 2 months ago.
No, I didn't. I wasn't talking about. I literally said what was said on the air. And if I said it wrong, like watch the whole
nigga,
clip.
You said Wack said. Listen.
Bro, I did not say that.
Times. I don't know Jay Reed. You know what's crazy about this stupid ass Loose Cannon? He must ain't read the police report. If he read the police report, right, he tells on himself. You don't want to put the video out. You did that. Now,
Wack is trying to separate himself from the whole people that was jumped out, Jay Reed, and that was jumped outside of No Jumper, and the other Jay Reed and the other guy that I think is Ariano, I want to say. I forgot his name, but they got hit really bad. And Wack keeps saying, like, I don't know them. I didn't know they were coming up there. But really, the whole play is the meeting was canceled. Adam wasn't there. Wack knew that Jay Reed was coming up there. He wanted Loose Cannon to be up there because Jay Reed didn't like Wack and they had some words. So he brought his attack dog, Loose Cannon, up there at the same time. And Loose Cannon went crazy, beat him up, pulled out a gun, blah, blah, blah. Now there's charges and the police report on that. So Wack trying to be like, we ain't know we was coming up there. I ain't know nothing. I ain't even know Jay Reed, but he does know Jay Reed. And he did know they were coming up there and he wanted it to be a thing. Loose might have went too far, but Wack brought him up there just for that. And Loose Cannon probably didn't read the police report. He like, why Wack want to say he didn't know they were coming up there? He said they were bringing, I came up there to bring some presents and Jay Reed was coming up there. He did say that, blah, blah, blah. And Wack trying to be like, no, I didn't. Don't put my name in it. Nah, I ain't no conspirator, no nothing. Don't even put my name in it. And he did, I believe he did go on live and say that. And now Lush is backing down because he's threatening to beat him because Wack trying to backtrack all his statements. But he did know they were coming up there.
My meeting was with Adam, Mozzie, Travis Ford. That's it.
Right, and that's literally what I said. That
Marciano, that's his name. Marciano. It was Jay Reed and Marciano.
Loose Cannon didn't know.
I didn't say anything about Loose Cannon knowing or not.
Let me tell you what he did know, right? Because I put it up on my Instagram channel. When Loose Cannon didn't know, is me and Mozzie had closed the deal a month prior. I keep telling y'all, and I done told the world.
So does that work for you? So you called him up there for a meeting that you know never was going to take place, so it wasn't canceled? Yo, Wack tell on himself, you listen. So the deal was never canceled. It was never going to happen because he already closed it. So then for him telling Jay Reed to come up there because of a deal, it wasn't a deal. He knew it wasn't happening. So
I already knew Loose was on some snakes. We already, go look at my Instagram. It's 3 names, me, Mozzie, and R&B. Loose ain't nowhere on there. Go look at the date, 11/21/2024. So if me, Mozzie, then already closed our deal. And Mozzie just didn't win and did a thing yesterday saying I don't know you. You ain't never been part of my company. What the are you talking about? You up there December 26th to do what? Now, what Luce don't understand, since you want to talk, hey, you little ass, I asked you 50 times, how the fuck did Jay Reed get up there? You sat there and told the world you don't know. But yet Jay Reed got phone records he didn't turn in showing that you called and texted him between the hours of 4:30 and 6:30, sending him the address to come up there. So you the stupid ass, which makes us know that.
So Wack knows something that Luce don't, that they got phone communication. Because the whole play was this. Remember, Luce and Wack was together. They were Goonies best buds. So Luce was willing to say anything Wack said. So when he said there, like, all right, the play is, we didn't even know they were coming up here. We don't know how he ended up here. Ha, that's what we're going to say. And Adam knowing is weird and like, okay, that sound weird. Why'd he just show up here, even though the meeting was canceled? And then Luce happened to be here. Then y'all go outside and Luce outside. Y'all end up arguing. So the whole play is, I'm sure Wack told him, yeah, do this, blah, 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 say this. And then send this text message, give him the address, tell him to come up here. We willing to meet him, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the story is. And Wack is trying, I don't know what the story is, what the truth is, but all we know is Wack is trying to spin it before it comes out.
Choose a rat, because ain't no that got attempted murder over his head that's on a video that he released ain't worried about it. He ain't gonna be worried about that.
Nah.
So at the end of the day, Lush, your problem is you always speaking up on business that ain't yours and you be misspeaking, bro. Like, stop playing with my name.
No, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to say it like that, bro.
What you mean it like?
You can't do that, Lush. Come on, you can't be scared. You can't back down.
Stop speak with Jay Reed.
No, not supposed to meet with Jay Reed. Okay, bro, chill. No, what I was trying to say was
Lush don't want to crash out on Wack, but he almost forced him to.
That Wack.
Now let's address the elephant in the room. How did Luce Cannon get to no jumper that day?
Travis?
No, you know everything else, you weird ass nigga. How did he get to no jumper that day?
Travis? That's what he said,
no,
right?
Fuck no. No. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, Travis didn't come.
Me and Travis figured out. Let me tell you what me and Travis figured out. Right? Yo, check this out. I called Travis at 3 o'clock. I said, yo, Mozzie just called and canceled. Said he can't make it, do another time. So there's no need for you to come up there because you was only coming up there about that business. He like, Wack, okay, love. Now, guess what? Luce Cannon calls the nigga at 5 o'clock asking him what time you gonna be here. What does that tell you? If I didn't cancel Travis at 3, but Luce Cannon to call that what time he gonna be there, that tell you who is Wack not communicating with.
Luce.
Okay, so why is Luce coming to no jumper that day?
He was supposed to drop off. I heard you say he was supposed to drop off a cake.
Here it comes.
Drop off Christmas presents for who? Who gave Luce the Christmas present? It wasn't his idea. That's what they not saying. Who idea was the Christmas present?
He was supposed to drop off a cake or something, right?
Nah, nigga.
Christmas present.
Oh, Christmas gift or.
Hey, is Ed Hefe in there?
Yeah, we all in. Me and Hefe, Jalise and Lush.
Ed, check your text. I'm gonna show you why he came to no jumper that day.
Oh,
Man, hey, Lee, see one thing about Wack is I've been playing with snakes all my life. I keep everything I need to fight a snake. You ass, that's you and Adam. What the text message say?
What up? I'm dropping
Hey,
off.
kid,
What
I'm
up?
gonna
I'm
bring you a gift 9 in the morning, right?
Yes, sir. I'm dropping off your Christmas gift today at 5 p.m. when Wack get there, King.
Now watch this. How he know I'm gonna be there on Thursday at 5? Everybody know that, right?
That's what you should
Did he come with Wack? Fuck no. Listen to me.
so Lush is just lying on you.
Listen, one thing about it, I got all my documentation. And when they pull the stupid phone records, it's going to show you was the one calling and texting Jay Reed the whole time. I banged.
So if Wack don't know Jay Reed, how the hell would Luce Cannon know him? So Jay Reed supposed to come up there, Wack don't know, but you invite Luce up there or tell him you're gonna be up there at 5 or he know blah blah blah. Okay. So you saying Loose Cannon invited Jay Reed up there? So it just so happened, this is how stupid he think he is. So it just so happened that you got this meeting that you say you don't even need no more, and you're inviting Loose to him, but you don't tell him that the meeting's been canceled, but he still come up there at 5. So that don't make sense. Look, we got to slow this shit down. So you tell him, let's say he just said, hey, the meeting supposed to be at 4. And then you call Travis and say, hey, don't come here at 4. Mozzie, them ain't going to be here no more. But you don't tell Luce not to come there at 4. And instead of him coming there at 4, he happened to show up at 5 because everybody know you there. Even though he thought you was going to be there even earlier. So it don't matter if he know you're going to be there at 5. Unless he came there at 4 and was like, Wack ain't here. And he ain't answering his phone. His shit, let me just show back up at the time he normally does. Because nobody told me he wasn't having a meeting no more. So he still would have showed up. And then at that same time that you happened to be there, Jay Reed showed up. So nobody communicated to Jay Reed that the meeting was canceled too, or Loose, but they both happened to show up at 5. And Loose Cannon happened to be already texting Jay Reed like, yo, show up here, blah, 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 blah. And then when he got there though, up until this point, Jay Reed been saying he know Wack. And that the story they told was them coming in, Jay Reed having words with Loose and them saying something and throwing around their sets, and then it got on. That don't sound like the people been knew each other. They've been texting already. When he got there, he asked for Wack, but he been texting Loose the whole time. Come on, Wack. Come on. That don't make sense.
Travis forward, I'm like, bro, how this nigga get up there? Who is this? Wack, I don't know. He said Loose called me trying to get me up there. So Travis is thinking, I think the was trying to demo me. Because when he called me, he had no idea you had already canceled, which lets me know you ain't talking to the. I say, Travis, what did I tell you? You been told me the was a snake. I know he's trying to line me. I don't mind keeping a snake close to.
He's trying to line you, so you ain't tell him that the meeting was canceled, but when he did show up, you still end up just kicking it with him and going outside with him and everything else and bumping into Jay Reed, but you thought he was a snake?
I mean, I'm a wolf. The closer you are, I can wring your neck.
Make no sense.
Keep you right here where I can see you. Now look at one thing he right about. Lush called me about the Dodge Network deal, right? He called me about the Dodge Network deal. But if you look at the contract, who on the contract and who ain't? I played that bitch and that. If all said and done, I'm looking at you from across the street.
None of this have anything to do with why Luce and Jay Reed showed up at the exact same time.
Bozo, he didn't even know the deal was done.
Wack, wait, the Jay Reed thing though didn't go left until Jay Reed was talking shit, I thought. Like it wasn't even gonna be like that.
Bro, listen.
That's a good one, Lush. You saying that it was premeditated, but hey, they kicked off something when he said something and he said something. But you saying, nah, before they even got there and met up, it was already bad blood.
It's in the report. And Adam, when I'm in the thing, Adam calls me. He say, Wack, there's 2 people in the back lurking. I say, they ain't with me because my people was with me. Right? You know my people the same people. I look at Luce. Hey, Luce, you got 15 up here. My people looking at Luce people. Really? Like, who is these? You got some outside? Adam say some outside. He said, let me go see it in the report. He went out there.
Yeah, but it makes no sense. So he said, let me go see one of my people outside. And you let him pull up with 15 people. Lush can't pull up with a couple people with birthday cakes and shit. But you let your 15 people and Lush 15 people, Loose Cannon 15 people come there. Yo, you have to not think to believe this.
I said, let's shut the building down. It's over with. When we walked out, he called me to the back. When I get to the back, he said, Wack, what's the numbers on the shows and wooty-woo. I said, let me go on my phone and check. Jay Reed said in the police report. When I went to go to my phone.
Wait, so Loose Cannon in the back in the corner was some random dude that you never met before, and he asked you about some numbers, and you just, okay, let me pull up my phone. Yo, say, yo, who this? Yo, who your man? Yo, what's going on? You say, oh, let me pull up my phone.
They start talking a little old talk, right? But bro, this where I'm at with it. I heard what I heard, And I heard a
I heard what I heard. See, this is the part he got to change because all this part was about Jay Reed approaching him and having words with him, and then Loose Cannon not liking it, but now he got to change it and put him on the outside. This right here.
smack. I step back. That's crip business. Talking about why I'm gonna get in the middle of it for I don't know what the fuck is doing. That's their business. Cause the minute I get in the middle of that, now my homies gotta come off the wall. It's the way you lead your people. I'm not inserting myself in nothing, ain't got nothing to do with me when I got gonna die from me. So the minute I get in the middle of it, and one of them corner pulls up regular and rushes them to try to get clout. It's 2, 3 of them on the internet right now. This what he do.
I'm gonna see if I can find that. But from months ago, we gotta find.
Luce says, so you came up here for content, right? He says, well, however you want to put it, cuz.
How'd they come up here for content when they didn't have anybody filming?
You're missing the point. That ain't what that means.
What's
right?
the content then?
That ain't, look, content means you can have a camera or your ass could be content, right? So Luce tells him, you came up here for content, right? He says back to Luce, whatever, cuz, how you want to put it.
Make no
on
sense.
Gangster. Luce says, nigga, this on neighborhood. Okay, in this jungle, Adam, anything gangster crip, anything neighborhood crip is automatically enemies. That point in time, because if I get in the middle of it and one of them swing, they start fighting. Dude shot at me. This is how they thinking. So when it hits the wall and I see what's going on, I'm sorry, I've been doing it too long. Motherfuckers' mental state, when they get to a certain place, you don't know where they be. So you don't intervene and get too close to that because he could have did something or he could have did something you. Me, Mozzie, his wife, my girl, my wife, Luce and his wife. Now what people don't know is Mozzie, his mother, his father and his wife, 25, 30 years with R&B at the church. You get what I'm saying? They go back and Mozzie covered that. I sent you all this audio. So I can get mad at Mozzie if I want. I can get mad. He can throw water in my face. Certain shit I'm not gonna do because of my girl's relationship, right? So when I get to his house, I say, yo, who is this dude? He like, Wack, I don't know the dude. I said, he was at the dinner. He said he came with Travis, right?
So Jay Reed's the guy that took the picture of y'all already? He
No,
wasn't even in it?
Mozzie said, Wack, let's get a picture to let people know it's official.
Right.
Travis says in the recording, when we asked you to take the picture, Wack, he jumps in and try to throw his arm around you. Okay. I didn't want to be a kid. We a Ocean Prime. You know what I'm saying? I could have said, get your bitch ass away from him. This is why I don't believe nothing he's saying about Luce. He said, I sent him the text and the address and all this shit. Motherfucker, I don't know you. Where's it at? If he had that, that shit would be up. If Luce sent him that, he would have put it up. Where's it at? I told him.
So right here, Wack just said, if Luce sent it to you, they would have showed it up and put it back. So you telling me all this time Wack knew that Luce sent it, but he's still up here saying, I didn't send it, Luce didn't send it, it would be up. But now, fast forward, he's saying, Luce the one that sent it to him, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Come on, just simple lies like this. So now you didn't know, but now you know, you dummy, in the police report said you did it and blah, blah, blah. So you knew, when did you know that Luce did it? Because the police report or before?
I got 20,000, bro, if you put that up right now.
20,000?
Power, we'll put that up.
So you're saying that these two dudes pulled up knowing that there was probably going to be 10 plus gang members. They pulled up too deep, older gentlemen.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No guns.
harmless
Older.
as hell.
What is that?
Older. G. Wayne, 50. I'm 47. Lil John.
Actually pulled
Here's
up.
the thing, Adam.
They were not a threat.
Adam, here's the thing. Nope, if I thought they was a threat, my team, listen, bro, let me tell you something. This motherfucker be taped off, right? I did what I was supposed to do. I came out.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that.
He said it on Rick Rock shit.
I watched the Rich Trapper
the
conversation.
same shit he said on Rick Rock shit. This white boy, culture vulture, who's sex playing and whoop-de-whoop, you speaking in that lingo to somebody you know is a hooster crip, your level of readiness is there.
Like you
Well, now you got Loose Cannon saying, nah, Wack, you a lie.